Hello and welcome to this Lenten reflection. If there are only two words that you remember from this video, I'd like them to be trust and transformation, in that order. Lent is intended to be a time of transformation, and Jesus models how this is possible. Before he goes into the desert for 40 days and 40 nights, he first commits to God the Father at his baptism. And it's only after hearing his name called in love, "This is my Son, in whom I am well pleased," that he has the strength to resist the temptations. Hosea tells us that God requires love, not sacrifice. And in the book of Luke, we're told about Jesus telling this story of a tax collector and a Pharisee going up to the temple to pray. The Pharisee has made lots of sacrifices, and indeed he lists them in his prayer. But actually, it's not a prayer at all, because Luke tells us that he prays to himself, not God. The tax collector, on the other hand, pours his heart out to God and doesn't even have the courage to look up to heaven. He is so humbled by his own sin. And it's by him pouring himself out to God that Jesus tells us he is the one who is justified. One of my favourite pieces of spiritual reading is St. Augustine's Confessions, and it's just a wonderful example of how putting our trust in God can transform us. Because St. Augustine in the Confessions moves from being a pleasure-seeking, selfish individual to being a really humble saint. And I just want to end by just sharing with you one of my favourite passages from Book 2 of the Confessions. Augustine describes his earlier life, and he talks about life at university in Carthage, North Africa. And he confesses to God that he struggled to distinguish between the swirling mists of desire and the pure white light of love. So this Lent, let us start by trusting God so that his pure white light can truly transform our lives.